Let's head over to Manly and catch up with Matt and find out what this week's boat is.
For the last few episodes, we've been looking at different styles of boats. Just as if you're getting into boats for the first time, it can be a little bit daunting. So there's all different shapes and models and sizes. But rather than get bogged down on brands, let's just have a look at some of the general styles of boats. So today, we're going to have a look at sort of the family size, the 5.5 to 6 metre aluminium half cab. So this particular boat here is a great example of a great all-round family boat. Fishing, family, boating. A little bit of skiing, a little bit of overnighting, but enough deck space on the boat for a good 5 to 6 adults, and comfortable seating too. The half cabin allows plenty of shade, so between bites or after lunch, if you do have children and they want to get out of the sun and have a bit of a kip or a lay down, they can get up there and be quite comfortable. It's also a great place for stowage, storing gear, camping gear if you're heading out to one of our local islands for the night or a couple of nights to camp. Plenty of cockpit space, well that opens itself up then to fishing. Fold the rear lounge down, spot for the eskies, and get out there on the briny and chase the big one. So this style of boat also allows you to stand up at the steering wheel because of its height of the helm. So the tiller steer boat we've mentioned, you're sitting down and driving. The side console, you're generally sitting down and driving. But this boat, you can stand up behind the wheel and take a lot of the shock and the bounce out with your knees. And that's a great thing for people that might want a little more comfort in their boating. As this style of boat really does market itself to a broad range of the boating public, lots of little things are considered. One of the things that I find, especially with our family having young children, is the ease of getting on and off the boat when we're at the beach. So with this particular boat, we've got a great boarding ladder and even a walk-through transom. So if you hear the term walk-through transom, you understand what that definition is. A bait table or a fish cleaning table is a great thing to have on the stern of the boat. Keeps the mess to the rear of the boat, easy to wash it, but also too, great place for storage of the rods. Keeps those hooks well and truly out of the way of people that may be sitting in the rear lounge when underway. So this vessel's registered as 5.89 metres long, and it's on its Australian builder's plate. It has a carrying capacity of 7 adults, assuming they're 80 kilos each, of course. The maximum horsepower is 150, which is what's on this particular vessel. One of the great things with the aluminium boats is they are significantly lighter than a fiberglass boat of the same size. What does this mean? It depends how you look at it. You could get a bigger boat with being aluminium to tow behind your car with a set tow limit, or alternatively, you can get a fiberglass boat that just might give you a better ride. But that's another debate over the bar stool. So the weight of this vessel will come in at around 1,600 kilos laden. So that means your esky and a full tank of fuel. It's vital though to make sure that your car can tow that weight. A boat of this size is best towed behind a mid-size four-wheel drive. As you saw with the launching and retrieving earlier on, we use a Land Cruiser, and having 2 people really makes the job easy. But at a great location like here at the local marina with a great pontoon, you could do it by yourself with a little bit of experience. A lot of late model boats actually carry the balance of factory warranty, and it's something worth asking. Some of the warranties on some of our outboards now are up to 5 years, which is absolutely fantastic news for you, the consumer. But then sometimes there may be some fine print, such as service history or a small fee to transfer the warranty into your name. But again, reputable dealers will hold your hand and take you through that process. But if you can buy a late model boat that does have balance of warranty, wow, extra peace of mind. If the boat doesn't have balance of warranty, separate to your rights under the Australian consumer law, Marine Queensland dealers will normally offer you a Marine Queensland warranty, and that's also added peace of mind. A boat of this size can require a little bit of storage. Although the hull's 5.8 metres long, adding the engine on the back and the drawbar of the trailer, we might have an overall length of around 7 metres. Its width will be give or take around 2.4 metres. So that's a fair space. Probably won't fit in the average home garage. So down the side of the house or a storage place. So again, before you head out to the local boatyard, get an idea of your storage, the length and the width and the height, and take a tape measure along to the boatyard with a pen and paper. Nothing worse than going home with the new toy and then asking the wife for a new house because the boat don't fit. Well, it's all well and good standing on the back of this boat talking to you. Why don't we go out the front on the briny there and see what she does? One of the other things to consider on a boat this size is how much freeboard does it have. Basically that's how much vertical distance there is between the floor and the height of the gunnel. Now I'm 6'3", and in this boat I feel really secure. So if you've got a young family on board or you're having a fish, hey, that's pretty good height. Some boats are quite shallow. I'd be a little bit cautious about that, but a good solid high freeboard is a great safety characteristic. And the added advantage, got some great rails there to grab.
Thanks, Matt, for talking us through the need-to-know points on the aluminium runabout. We look forward to catching up with you in the new year.
Yeah, so the latest with Minn Kota is the iPilot version 2, which is a GPS electric motor. It's GPS driven. So some of the really cool features you can do with this motor is hold on a spot. So we can just push the anchor button on the remote control and the motor will actually hold us on a spot, so we can concentrate on fishing and the motor will hold us a bit like your anchor's going to do if you threw that overboard. Electric motors are targeted around the fishing sector. The idea is obviously to move around in silence and not make any noise. And some of the other great features for guys trolling lures and things like that, you can record a track, so you can follow a track up to 2 nautical miles long and the motor will just trace that on its own. Some of the other new things coming out is it's going to be able to talk to Humminbird GPS systems. So basically you can tell the motor to hold on a spot, so there's a waypoint on your Humminbird, you just push a button and say hold me on this waypoint and the motor will hold you on that waypoint. You also might want to have a favourite trolling path on your Humminbird. You can just ask the motor to run that trolling path and it'll retrace that track perfectly on the unit. So we recently had the Minn Kota iPilot version 2 that won the category of Best Boating Accessory at the AFTA trade show, so that's great for Minn Kota and real testament to the quality of the product and the innovations that Minn Kota are able to produce for fishermen.
Look, if there's a better way to spend a day than out here on the water at Labrador, I haven't found it yet. Today we're going to have a look at the tournament 1750 half cab. Why don't we go and have a look at it, eh? I've got Dimitri with me here from Australian Marine Centre. Dimitri, tell me about this beautiful tournament 1750 half cab.
The 1750 is one of the many boats that tournament does, and it's not only perfect for the serious fishermen but also the family as well. You've got plenty of room up in the cabin to take a sleep if need be, and then you also got plenty of deck space out the back to be fishing. You've also got the cutting board that's out the back and 2 live bait tanks, so there's plenty of room for fishing and anything else. You've got plenty of room in the 2 side pockets for skis or any sort of storage if need be. And you've also got a big kill tank underneath the floor. The 90 horsepower Evinrude pushes it along pretty nicely.
Goes nicely, doesn't it?
It's a very nice ride, and it's not the fastest, but yes, it will get you there, and it's nice and comfortable.
How much fuel we carry?
It's got a 90 litre underfloor fuel tank, so that's plenty to get you around here and offshore as well.
Beautiful blue colour. I'm guessing it's probably available in a range of colours.
There is a lot of different colours. You just tell us what you want and we can organise that for you.
And some nice comfy upholstery up the back here as well.
Plenty of comfy seats out the back, and it also folds down so it's out of the way when you want to fish.
So tell us about the usage that we can use for this model. What's it most suited for?
Well, not only for fishing for the serious fishermen, you can also go out with the family and the kids, and you can have picnics, go skiing, do anything you want basically. You can stay overnight if you'd like to, but yeah, you can also go offshore as well as up the rivers and creeks.
Just a perfect little family cruiser, really.
That's it.
We put it, ski off the back?
You can ski off the back, and the E-Tech pulls it along nicely and it'll pull you straight out of the water, no worries.
Beautiful.
As well as a few people on board.
Yeah, okay. Dimitri, under this beautiful canopy, I believe that you can actually extend this canopy down the back as well.
You can, if you're wanting to stay overnight, you can have it all fully zipped up with camper covers.
Yep.
That way you're fully protected at night and you have plenty of access during the day as well.
And what kind of vehicle are you going to need to put this in the water?
Anything basically. A simple family car will tow this along fine because it's only just under 5.5 metres.
Okay. So, Dimitri, what about if I want to get a bit of extra power on the back of this thing?
We've got the 90 on there now, which pushes along quite fine.
Yep.
But you can also upgrade it to the 130 if you really do want some more speed out of it.
Oh, geez, that'd be nice, wouldn't it? Dimitri, tell me about the hull design.
Well, not only can you go up the rivers and creeks with this sort of boat, but since it's got the fiberglass stringers and the 21-degree dead rise, it is also perfect to go offshore in.
Is there a specific usage that this model is designed for?
It's whatever the owner wants to use it for.
Beautiful.
So you can go fishing, family days, skiing, anything.
Fantastic.
You've got a zip-out canopy to make it easy to get to your rod holders. So it's easy to get to your rods without having to climb all over the boat. You've got 2 bait tanks down the back, plenty of storage and plenty of room for plenty of live bait. The boarding ladder makes it easy to hop in and out of the boat. Got fold-down seats to keep out of the way. Movable bait board. Easy access into the anchor well.
I'm here with Rod Elliott from Tournament Pleasure Boats. Thanks to Australian Marine Centre. Rod, tell us about this beautiful tournament boat.
The 1750 Tournament, Sean, is one of the most popular sellers due to its size, its affordability price-wise, and just being a good all-round size boat for the family. It's very capable inshore, offshore, weekends away, and I guess it doesn't break the budget compared to a bigger boat.
A popular seller for you guys?
It certainly is, mate. It would be, if not our biggest seller, definitely within the top 3 of the range.
Okay. And what about your company, about Tournament Pleasure Boats?
Tournament's been around now for well over 5 years. We've manufactured 800 to 900 boats, no problems, which is good. We're very proud of that. It's all Australian made, Australian owned, local company in Queensland. Big dealer base to support basically all the buyers out there right around Australia. We have international dealers as well. And look, we're very, very proud of the product that we make.
And of course we want to thank Australian Marine Centre for making this model
We
available.
certainly do, yeah, very appreciative with that. They're always there to put their hand up to do some assistance with water tests, so thank you guys very much.
Look, beautiful day out here, beautiful conditions. We should take this out on the water and give it a crack.
I think we should go, mate, yeah. Let's hit it.
All right. Of course, thanks to the guys from Australian Marine Centre and Tournament for their work with the show today. Look forward to seeing you again.